Oh, sorry, sorry, guys. I was watching the dog get comfortable behind me there. She had me intrigued. But hello, hi, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in to tonight's live. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful, what is it, Tuesday? It is Tuesday. It felt like Monday. It's felt like a Monday today. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. So, um, everything that's happened to me is like, is it Monday? It's been one of those days. So hopefully you guys had a better, Tuesday slash Monday is what I'm calling it than I did. And I'll tell you about it just in a moment. But hopefully Cheryl's dentist appointment went better than my dentist appointment because we both had dentist appointments today. And then I put up on the community tab and I responded to one person and I was like, man, everyone's going to think I'm like really hurt and I'm not. I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you guys okay? Manic Mama, you okay? Catherine, hey Hindsight, hey Captain Ganja, hey Mike, hey Pooh Bear, hey Ladybug, hey Stephanie, welcome in. Hey Mike, did I say Mike twice? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. There's Mary Beth. I was just about to say, where's Mary Beth? Hey Sirius, welcome in. It's good to see everybody. I am alive, I am well. But I did get to check out the new facilities. The emergency room facilities here are spectacular. Let me tell you. Hey, Catherine, I should have told him I had a YouTube channel. I tell my doctors that, my student doctors too. So maybe they're watching right now. If they are, shout out to you guys. Cat's Life, welcome in. I probably missed people. My eyesight's not doing too good tonight. I think my eyes are tired. Oh, she's talking about the game. I was like, what are you talking about, Ladybug? Hey, Tibbo. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Juno. Well, it's good to see you guys all in here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Proud Mimi. It's really good. There's Ashley. It's really good to see you guys. Hey, Jim. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Lori. Wow, yeah. Hey, Aries. I think the me floating down the chat is making my eyes go kind of cross-eyed. Hey, Christina. Welcome in. Hey, Tempest. Well, it's good to see everybody. It's good to see you guys. Sorry that you can't see the top of my head. I don't know why. Like, if I put my chair any further down, I'll be on the floor, I feel like. But it's just up tonight. When I popped up on camera, I was like, I look like I have no hair, but that's fine. I have hair. It's there. But I'll tell you really quick what happened today to cause me to go to the emergency room. And I got me, like, oh, you can't see, a little vein poppage there. So all at the same time. Hey, Captain Lee. I went to the dentist today for just a regular procedure, supposed to be regular procedures. Um, I was stuck in the chair for 4 hours almost 4 hours I was in there. And I hate being in one spot for more than like a few minutes. I get antsy on our lives. I'm usually like constantly doing something, like moving around. If you guys don't notice, I'm always moving around. So I'm sitting there and she's trying to get this mold to take for my back tooth. It wouldn't take 3 times. Finally, it took. Thank goodness. Because me and her were both like getting aggravated about it. Like I was ready to vape, I'm just like, I was about to be honest with the girl. I was like right there. I was like, I just want to vape. I know it's bad, but it's better than smoking. You know what I mean? I just wanted to like be out of there. Plus they're drilling and stuff. So she decided, well, she didn't decide. I asked her, this was me. I cracked or like I chipped my front tooth like a couple weeks ago. And it's been like kind of messing with me. So I asked her right away when I got there, I said, can you fix this? She's like, I got you, girl. Got you. Right. So she had to numb me for that, which she probably didn't even really have to numb me. She shouldn't have numbed me. Well, she numbed me. Then I left. I came home. I'm home for like 2 hours. I haven't stopped. Like I was cleaning. I was doing this. I was doing that. I ran to the store even before I came home. I was doing it all. And she texted me. She called me. My dentist, my student dentist, and then she texted me, and she's like, I didn't know. I thought it was a prank call at first. It was like, can you go to the hospital? I accidentally got pricked by the needle that I used for your Novocaine today. So can you get a blood work done? So it shows that I'm, she wanted me to get for Hep C, I think, Hep B and HIV. It was only 3. I was like, what am I gonna do, right? And I knew that this girl was supposed to be on a plane at 4 o'clock, and she's probably, like, really freaking out, and I said, "Honey, just let you know, I have no illnesses that I'm aware of or diseases that I'm aware of." Been with the same man for 10 years too, so, there's that. Um, I was like, "But" and I always get, like, um I always get my shots and stuff, like, if I need them. So and it's always on that record, so she could have, like, probably looked it right up. But I was really I'm patting myself on the back. Okay, because as soon as she wrote me and I saw it, I went straight to the urgent care, and they sent me to the main hospital, and they took my blood for her so that she would have she would feel a little better. So, because I didn't know if maybe she can't do her student clinicals if, something like that happens. So I wanted to make sure I did my part. So I did my part. The nurse at the emergency room, she was like, "You're very nice." I was like, "Thank you very much." She's like, "You didn't even like complain. Like, she's like, "You're not even complaining about being here doing this." And I'm like, "No, it's okay." And then the nurse, it didn't hurt when she drew my blood, but now it hurts. My arm hurts. I'm like, "I don't know what's up with that." "Hey, Naomi." I saw some people coming in. I was chatting it up, you know. But so that's the good thing. I don't have to pay for it. So that's why. Okay, so when I went to emergency room, the nurse comes back in and she's like, "Are you sure you want us to draw your blood here at the emergency room?" And I was like, "That yeah, it's fine. My insurance covers 100% of my emergency room bills." As of the last time I went to the emergency room, they did. And then when I told the doctor what I had, like what insurance, he's like, "Oh yeah, she's good. She's great." So I was like, just I don't want to go back up to Columbus. And so I was an hour and a half drive to where my dentist was too. So I couldn't just like go back and like, hop in. But thanks for letting me um talk to you guys about that for a minute because it was a day, let me tell you. I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning. I was like a zombie, literally a zombie until I got in the car. Like I sat down. I was like, as soon as I just get out in the air, and it helped getting out in the air. And I sat there for a minute while I was like, just letting the car not warm up, but, just sitting there. And man, it was just, whew, it was crazy. Well, you didn't miss much, Chai. You just missed my story about, I went to the emergency room, but I didn't have an emergency. So I guarantee you, right? Like, I'm just gonna say I was probably the best patient that they had at the emergency room tonight. Like, I wasn't in any pain, so I wasn't upset, I wasn't crying, I wasn't nothing. I was just like, "Hey, can you just take my blood?" And I was gonna do a live. I was so mad about that part because I was gonna do a live on my second channel, and I had all this stuff pulled up, and I was, like, typing in the title, and it was like I was gonna do, like, air your grievances, and, like, do an open panel. And yeah, no, I'm what happened was real quick, my dentist, she used a needle on me today to numb me as she was cleaning up afterwards. She accidentally pricked herself. So it's kind of like when you get bit by a dog, you got to go to the hospital, make sure you don't got rabies. It was one of those. But I know that I'm good. I just hope that she has that I hope she's reassured by talking to me that like you're okay, because I mean I do get tested a lot, so I do get tested a lot. Thanks, Twist. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Whist. I was thinking about that the other day. Hope she's okay. Sometimes people just need, a couple days off. I was going to present something to you, but I got to find the button. But thank you guys all for being here. I do appreciate it. But it was a pain. It was two things that, people don't like to do, right? Get their blood drawn and get their mouth worked on. God was testing me today. And I passed. I said, not today. I must have said something like that. Where did I want to start? I have like all this stuff pulled up. Why is this? Oh, okay. Let me see. We'll pull that up in a minute. Hey, Mr. Rosebud. You saw Wiz? Well, tell her get her butt back over here. Or to email me. Was it in a morning channel? Because I know she's a mod in a morning channel. So I wouldn't mind doing morning lives, but man, I don't know. Me waking up Me waking up early today didn't go as planned, and I normally am okay, like, waking up early, but not anymore. I don't know. I'm an 8 o'clock kind of person, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Okay, what, get the get the behind me scene. So, I've been doing a little digging on our friend, Nick the Hat. I've been trying to figure out how to say his last name, and I had it right before the live, and now I forget. So I'm gonna have to replay it, and then I'll be able to, like, tell you guys, because I hate that I cannot pronounce his last name. No offense to him. He just has a really long last name with a lot. I mean, it's just a lot. But anything's a lot to me. I'm bad with I'm terrible with names. I'm the worst. Um, but in my opinion, I think that he's pretty much just picking arguments with himself. Like, I'm gonna show you his post that he posted today, like, because I feel like a lot of creators aren't covering Sebastian's case, or I'm not saying this is a Sebastian's case, or slash the drama. I feel like a lot of people have pulled back, especially since that injunction kind of came down. It seems like, which in my opinion, I feel like the people that are in that injunction. I don't know about Barbecue Lady, so I can't talk for her. But I do know, other than like the last two, which I need to get those caught up, the last two lives that Granny did on Sebastian's case. I didn't watch those two, but I was in every other live. I was in every live. I mean, not every live. And I didn't hear her say anything that was like defaming. It was just what he said. She just repeated it. And if it was something with like SA, it people were doing math, you know? People were doing numbers. I'm not good with numbers. I didn't even try it. I was just like, I'm gonna go with what you guys are saying. I'm just kidding. I didn't think like that. I just never went into it. We never really talk about it on this channel. If you notice that we with Katie and stuff, we don't talk about it because I don't know for sure. But I do know that they weren't part of some conspiracy. Like, they're not Diddy, okay? Like, racketeering and stuff, I don't know. It's kinda funny in my opinion. And I don't know why I'm saying that, because it doesn't matter if it's in my opinion or not. Hey, Jill. Hey, allegedly, no, not today. I love that. Allegedly, no, not today. No, I'm not watching the World Series. I'm not talking to you guys. Is it a g who is in the World Series, actually? Let's talk about that. Who is in the World Series? Um, I wanted to pull up their post first. I think that's a good way to start. I just went down a dang rabbit hole today, guys. I mean, he's had other companies. Um, he's been on court papers for a minute. I'm like, maybe you should not dox other people and talk about their records when yours is way worse. Like, way worse, buddy. And I mean, it's just it's that's all it is. It's just way worse. um, I was watching a video today, and I'm trying to get it pulled up, but their Delaware County is doing a maintenance thing right now on their website. So, because I was trying to get all of his charges recently. I just wanted to see what he was charged with recently. I don't care what he did 10 years ago. I don't care what he really did 5 years ago. I'm just curious as to what he's been doing within, I'd say, the last 5 years or a little bit over. I'd be a little curious. I would just like to know who's on my team if I was Seth, I'd like to know exactly who's on my team, who's being the forefront for my son. I don't think Seth really knows that. I think that either he's willfully ignorant, or we got even a bigger problem here, I think. Because he's got a lot of people in his corner that aren't very reputable. And that's not defaming anybody. That's saying that's the truth. That's just the truth, Now, I'm not saying that I've never made a mistake in my life. Yeah. Have I? No, not like this. Have I ever, in the last 15 years? No. 20? No. You know. I wonder if it is. Aries, I thought that you were Greek. Chris tried to tell him when Seth tried to get Chris to sign the contract. Man. Like, there shouldn't be a contract that needs to be signed, you know? Like, I mean, really, I mean, who needs to be signing contracts over a missing child? The only contract I could see would be, and this is not even gonna work because they're not professional. So, if let's say Tony was a real not even Tony, we're just gonna let's say Seth gets a lawyer. I could see then having a contract. I mean, not even really with Tony because I don't know what he's really doing. But I guess he's being a spokesperson of some sort. So I guess they could have a contract. I could see that. But I don't see why with these YouTubers. It's almost like this is what it is. It's like, how can I word this? Everybody is like making I don't know. There's just like a group of people that are making each other feel good about themselves, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I'll think of how to explain it better and I'll explain it to you guys. But this is what Nick, now I need to learn how to say his last name. Let me see here. I have a thing that will tell me this speech. So hopefully it's right. Hadzistafew. Nick Hadzistafew. If you say that fast, he probably wouldn't even know. Hadzistafew. Does that sound right? I'll never say it again. I won't be able to say it again. But he did put on here, I think everyone knows about the October 26th, but I'll read it to you just in case you guys were not here for the October 26th post that he wrote. But it says, hey, everyone, here's the latest scoop. I've been on deck helping the teams. That's with an S. 16 to 18 hours a day. I don't know when he, does the rest of his life. As we ramp up for the second phase of our quest to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. As you all know, while I absolutely adore YouTube and X, they aren't my full-time jam. I promise to keep you in the loop with updates that matter, updates that bring value and avoid the unnecessary drama of premature speculation. When the time is right, I'll share these updates live right now here on YouTube, just as I've always done. So unnecessary drama, but he's going to make this post about nothing. Okay. That's not going to get people talking, Nick? Okay. We're not here to cater to your taste like some of our less scrupulous competitors might, serving up news like dishes at a restaurant. Them's your plaintiffs. That's what you're talking about right there. Those are your plaintiffs there, buddy. I'm sorry, but they really are. Yeah, I'm going to read over that one next, Aries. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Brantley. Hey, Lily. Hey, Crimson Moon. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Shelly Lynn. It's hard to see when I'm on the other screen. Hey, Private. Oh, you did? Allegedly? Okay, because I was going to go in the comments. I was laughing in the comments. I usually am the person in the comments. I've been asking about phase 1 for a while now. He won't give me an answer back, but he hasn't blocked me, so I'm knocking on wood for that because I'm not making a fake account just to follow him. I just don't have the time like that. So it says here, no, it says, no, we are the champions of truth. Remember this, the conveyors of facts. Together, we've shown the world what it means to stand for veracity. The world? You haven't shown anything. You haven't even been on regular TV. What have you shown? Your YouTube videos? Of you walking around in the cemetery with Hong? We don't just tell you what you want to hear. We deliver the reality straight and unvarnished. No, you don't. You're the furthest thing from raw and honest. I'm and no offense to you, but that's my opinion, and it's a good opinion to have. Moreover, we're not like soulless machines dumping data without context. News, after all, breathes through the humanity it touches. We aim to provide information that resonates with the human experience because that's where the real impact lies. What's the human experience? What do you mean? I really don't get that. There's a storm coming. We've been there before, my friends, and together we are the hurricane. That sounds so cheesy and cheap and cheap like your sunglasses. Cheap. You should have retired those back when you bought them in 2019, 2018. So let's go to what he said 4 hours ago. Oh man, this got my panties in a bunch. It says, we're focused. We've been watching and documenting the intimidation tactics and listening intently to every word they've uttered. Who? Who? Who's he talking about? Because nobody's been going over this case, like no one. So I don't understand who he's talking about. Who is he creeping on? And I mean, there's nobody to creep on. Like, there's just nobody. Nobody's been, other than his plaintiff friends. You like my new cup? Vincent got me that. So to go with my walking pad, and I'm drinking soda out of it. So bad. It says here, what is that? Like a little card? Oh, it's a joker. Okay. When you play the game of secrets, lies are your currency and trust the ultimate prize. One lie bigots another, which bigots the ultimate lie. The truth is a test of your will. Pass it or be consumed by it. Where's he get his like affirmations from? Does he have like a little affirmation journal or something that he's getting these things from? Oh, Crimson Moon, thank you. I did my makeup tonight just for you guys. I don't know why I was putting makeup on. I'm sitting here like, what am I doing? I don't have to put makeup on, but thank you. I just did it because I wanted to put my makeup on for you guys. So hey, look at this. These are funny. Okay. So the first person finds Sebastian Rogers, it says, what's done in the dark will come to light. Okay. And then the next person, apparently, I don't know, laughing face. I need to buy a vow. Now, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I like that one. Yes, I know, right? And like it's like who are no one's even talking about like anything right now. Um, it says this Myrtle Snow. Oh, I don't know if they want me to say. They probably don't say. They probably don't care. I say their name. They're on a public platform. It says you sound like an absolute buffoon that's been on a 3-day bender reciting cheesy movie liners. This might be a two-parter. Get a grip. The only people trying to intimidate are you guys with your Rico LOL suits and that aren't even Rico. That's a good one. These are good. Okay, so then the next person, Ruthless, said, how about flip this lawsuit in the right direction? All creators listed as plaintiffs should be defendants, and the only plaintiffs should be actual victims and their families. There is a long list of defendants from both sides. The only damages done have been to actual victims. That's true. No one cares what your Crime Time said. No one cares what you're focused on. You are irrelevant. Just go away. You make this much more difficult with all the fuckery y'all cause. Take that Rico and GTFO here. Donna said, let me know where you are hearing any of this because no one is talking about Sebastian except for BJ and Betty. It makes me giggle. Okay, what does this even mean? And I like the Mary and the K, I like the play on words. War Eagle said, to quote Nick, oh my, freedom of speech. This is not quoting him. This is not a Nick quote. I guarantee you if I put this in like a quote thing, it would come back who really probably said it. But let's see what it says first. Freedom of speech does not protect you from the consequences of speaking freely. No, he didn't invent that. We've heard people say that before, Nick. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Watching all the clueless trolls who just want you and the lawsuits to go away won't happen. Patty Pie, Mountain High. Just doing life the best you can, Has that lawsuit actually wait, has a judge seen this? Did this judge ever see the injunction yet? No judge has seen this injunction, have they? Huh. How about that? How about that? Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that dinner, Mary Beth. We're gonna we fundraising, guys. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. I'm just kidding. We're not really no, we're not fundraising, but it's a joke. But I'll show you here in a minute. Margot with the Cheez-Its. I literally was just thinking when I was reading that, I was thinking Cheez-Its and bull crap cases. Oh, actually, one case is not bull crap. I wanted to look. Okay. Wow, there's an update in this case that we followed forever ago. So, okay. It says, just a YouTuber said, and stop wasting the court's time. Again, it's YouTube, a platform that was based on commentary. Yeah. Just move along. Geez. Danielle, we're locked and loaded with a growing suspicion that they know that we don't know shit and they know it. There, Nick, I fixed it for you. That confused me. Sebastian Strong, you got a real good taste of PA when you were here for Cavalcante. He's from PA. So I'm pretty sure he has a pretty good taste for it. He was born and raised there, I'm pretty sure. Are you okay? Honey Badger said. I'm concerned about your health. You are acting as if you can't speak in clear sentences, rambling paranoia. Please seek medical attention. I like that one. That was funny. Nobody gives a rat's ass. Go bury yourself in a hole and disappear. Oh, well, no, I don't like that word. Sebastian died. Okay, died at case. That's stupid. No driver's license, no shoes, no taxi money, no unsupervised internet. Is that person really for real? He was 15. What do you mean taxi money? And who buys a taxi with dollar bills? Like nobody. No one pays for a taxi. I mean, you slide a card nowadays. What are they talking about? Okay. Moving right along. Faith, I believe that. Because my dad used to like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I remember my dad like he was in the hospital for 2 days and he got addicted to dog. Dog. Okay. So I don't know why I have that night pulled up. I don't think there's anything. Oh, well, I just know that they haven't posted anything since the 23rd. And it's just about the threats that they wanted to, address. I haven't seen anybody with tangible proof of a threat. I got I'm gonna say I got threatened. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I went to the emergency room today and they threatened me, or I couldn't even say that. I'd have to make up like a funny one. But I don't get it. I just don't get it. Nobody's being threatened, in my opinion. My personal opinion, my humble opinion. I think that if people were getting like threats, they wouldn't be out there searching by themselves again. Or they wouldn't be I don't know. I don't know. Some of the stuff that they said that's happened is it's like, what? Like the serpentine belt. Someone will steal your catalytic converter. Don't get me wrong, right? But because you can get some money out of that. But a serpentine belt, absolutely not. People don't steal things that they can't get money for. And people are not going to take off a serpentine belt. It's still that's just the dumbest. I'm sorry. You probably done that thing done broke. You probably heard it hissing for days, you know, going into first gear, into second gear. It was probably making that hissing sound, and you're like, it's fine. And then it probably was hot that day or something, and it just melted the rest of the way off. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. But my dad always read the manual in the car. We didn't have YouTube back then, you know? When my dad used to fix his car, it was like back before YouTube, really. When I remember him doing that. So, oh, actually, let me before we go here. Okay. So I was just let's go over actually to we didn't go to dog. Dog. Okay. So everyone knows the rumors are true. There is dog cast is coming. I'm excited about it. I don't know what he's going to talk about. I'm sure it's going to be Sebastian or Nicholas Rogers, I guess that's what he calls him, because I still haven't heard him call him Sebastian yet, but he may have. But I saw this floating on his page today. This is not a drill. Have dinner with me. I'd rather never eat again, dog. I'm just kidding. This is the fundraiser we're going to do because I need to go. It says, join me, dog, for an exclusive VIP dinner, autographs, and a one-on-one Q&A. One-on-one Q&A? With someone that actually knows Sebastian's name? I would love that. Saturday, November 9th in Guntersville, is that Alabama? A-L. All right, don't miss out or you're on my list. Oh. Purchase your ticket using the link below. How much did you say it was, Mary Beth? 150, 170? Does that include the meal? Let's see. If it includes the meal, what are you getting? Are you getting like a chicken fry out of like or chicken and chicken tender and French fry, or what are we getting here? November 9th, 7:30 p.m. Now, okay, hold on a second here. Let me get this straight. If more than one person though buys a ticket, it's going to be like a long table with you sitting at one end and you're having dinner with all these people, right? How's that one-on-one? Did they say one-on-one? Yes, and a one-on-one Q&A. So he's probably going to give people 3 minutes after dinner. I don't know, but I want to go and check it out. I'm pretty far from there. Let's see. I saw this today though, and I was like, oh man, if it was like, why can't stuff be closer to me? It's only 7 hours and 15 minutes. I could do that. That's fine. But yeah, you get private dinner, surprise special guest. That's going to be his wife. And like one of their kids, probably. I'm cool on that. And that's not a surprise special guest I really want to see, but Dog the Bounty Hunter Fest. Oh, is this an actual like festival for him? Or is this just like a meet and greet? Is there an actual festival? Hold on. Yep. Let's see. Is it like there's a Facebook group. Oh, it doesn't give me anything. It's just telling me where it's at. It says it's 8 hours. It's an event by True X TV. 8 hours. Yeah. Anyone on or off Facebook. This is the first ever Dog the Bounty Hunter Fest. And True X TV is excited about promoting it. You'll be able to meet Dog the Bounty Hunter and many more. Food trucks and vendors all day as well. Okay, well, that'd be a great time to pass out some Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers stuff, right? He's not even listed in here. What about that? Like, I mean, dog. You can't let him hang out with you? I mean, that you're supposed to be working for him, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying. I just find it a little odd. Find it a little odd. I don't think the dog. Oh, wait, here we go. He did say something. This is what he was saying. So the 28th, which was that today or yesterday? Yesterday. He says, Dog Nation, Sebastian, there it is. There we go. Wayne Drake Rogers, an endangered runaway, is still presumed alive. If you have any, if you have information, Saul, call me. Call ME, and it's capitalized at, his number. There's a lot of numbers I would call before I would call dog. Right. Right, Kai. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Ladybug. That is so sweet of you to do that. I appreciate that. Okay, so because he wants the reward, maybe. But if he's given the reward, I don't know. And they, I don't know where it's at, but they word it weird. They would be wording stuff weird. And it was like cracking me up. So I'll find it whenever I see it, I'll remember it. But I was just like, what? What? So if you guys have any questions over, all of this messy crap that's been going on, let me know. I'll try to answer your questions for you. I probably don't have the answer because it's a lot, but I'm trying to figure out the players here. I'm trying to figure out who these people really are, like what's going on in the background here. Because I find it very suspicious, that all of a sudden this team of people come in on a case that is, 5-6 months out. And they just set up shop. Like they literally took their lawn chairs, put them out, sat down, and acted like they were at the party the whole time. You know what I mean? Like it was just nothing. And then they started bullying people. If anyone wants to talk about bullying, it was Mr. Nick Hasvich. Man, if I say it fast enough, I know it'll be good, but I can't say it fast enough. Sorry. Can't pronounce his name very well. We'll call him Nick. Thank you, Mary Beth, for gifting a membership out. That's very nice. It's clue season, got it. Every time I say that, it's clue season, I think of like Christmas season right now. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to pull out the tree and everything. So I don't know about you guys, but I only have like a few social media platforms. Like I have like an Instagram. I don't ever check it. I have a Facebook. I don't ever check it. And I have a TikTok and I never check it. But I'm so bad about that. I need to be better on my social media. But when I saw Nick's link tree today, I didn't even know some of these were even like apps when I saw how many were like going across his little channel. So this is when you get onto his link tree, which is like it's pretty much like a place for you to, this is what I'm gathering, I don't really know, a place for you to put like thoughts, feelings, like little comment, like kind of like your community tab. You could put that in here. You can put videos in here. And then you can have all of your like the stuff that you can link it to, your Facebook, Instagram, all of those things. But if you first pop up on his page, it says submit information. If you have information related to Sebastian or any ongoing investigation, your tip could be the key to resolving the case. Contact Nick directly. Please don't. And who has a number 8188 or 1833? That's not calling him directly. That's calling like a hotline number. Like, remember those hotline numbers back in the day, the club lines? I wonder if that's what it is when you like call it. But yeah, or you can email him at tips@manhunts.one. And I'm assuming that's for One World Corp. Contact Dogs High Risk Fugitive Task Force. Top 10 wanted at pm.me. Okay, that doesn't sound like that's even a real good email. Your insights are invaluable, and all communications are handled with the highest level of confidentiality. Step forward, share what you know, and help us make a difference. Your tip could be the one that leads to justice. And then you get this guy back here with his airbrushed, highly airbrushed photo. It says Nick the Hat Official. So there's like his page here, and I'm gonna go through that video there. What's this one? Oh, okay, this is a different one. But I found it like interesting. You can put like different videos on here, and he chose this video. And I thought we'd go through it and listen to this one. We won't listen to all of his videos because we're not listening to any more videos, but this one. I wouldn't do that to you guys tonight. I would let you know beforehand. But I think that it'd be kind of interesting because it says hunting America's most wanted. And I'm just wondering what's he even talking about, because he's never hunted anybody before. He was out there when Daniello Cavalcante escaped. He happened to be from the area and he had a cell phone. You know what I mean? Really. And he tries to say that he had something to do with like the capture. Now I need to see some proof of that. And what else was I going to show you up here? Oh, look at all of his social platforms. I don't know what this one is. Let's see. If I open them in a different. Well, that one didn't pop up. Let's see if they'll even let's see if they work. Oh, I know they work. Signal? What the hell is Signal? Does anyone know what Signal is? That's one of the apps. That's weird. This one doesn't want to come up. And then X, YouTube. Oh, wait, they say it right here if you do this. Oh my gosh. I'm learning. I'm old. It's like, it won't let me do it on this one. It'll let me do it on the other one. Okay. For some reason, if you like come down here, it'll tell you. So YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. He has Spotify, GitHub, GIT. I don't know. Snapchat, Threads, LinkedIn, and Patreon. And then I guess that's supposed to be his email. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to have. Right? We don't even know if there's a crime that's occurred up to good. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that whole statement. Yeah, JLR grew up there. Yeah. And I think Granny was, yeah, same thing. They were all out there, you know? And I mean, that was the smart thing to do. Because I mean, woo, that case, like, I mean, I remember, I don't know what I was covering back then. What was I covering? I forget, but we were covering a good case. It was, I think, Rachel Morin or something. And it was like so weird that it was like so many people wanted to watch like creators stream JLR. And I don't know. That's why I don't like to stream usually. I like a lot of creators, like unless it's like Vinny Politan or like Core TV or something like big, because I just feel weird doing that sometimes, you know, like especially if it's a live stream. I would never snipe someone. No, and that's what a lot of people were doing. They were just straight streaming their stream onto JLR stream. Now it did promote JLR's channel a very good amount. But I think he should have got a little more of subscribers out of that deal because he really did stream all the time. All the time. I'm reading from just my brain. Why does it look like my notes are over here? But I was reading, oh, this is the link tree. This is his link tree. So let's go over this video. Hunting America's Most Wanted. Let's see. How long is this? 12 minutes. And oh, this one was okay. So this one was a month ago. So he's done I don't know how many videos on Sebastian. Let's see. I think it's like 10. And if Nick the Hat comes in, maybe he'll tap that link and be like, I'll come up and talk to you for a minute. And I'll be like, okay. So this one is just trying to make sure I got the right one.
All right.
We just do it like this. Oh, we can. That's what we were doing. Okay. This one, day 214. Why is this one not on here? He deleted it. Hold on. This is weird. Wait, maybe it's a video. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, it might be this one. Search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers continues amid cyberbullying. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. That I keep making him repeat himself. Let me share this tab with you guys. I have this up like 5 times now. Okay. Look at his name's even crossed out with the little green tape. But he's able to talk again. I wonder what happened to Hong. Because like Hong was there and he was down for it. You know what I mean? Like he seemed like he was down for the job. Like he was down for the job, and then all of a sudden Hong's been gone. He's been just pieced out on us. Thanks, allegedly. Yeah, she wants to make sure I didn't do anything to her, which I never. I'm glad that I don't or something. I mean, that would be terrible. So let's just listen to this. Let's see if because I've been looking at stuff and he seems to have had an agenda. I mean, I think a lot of us know this, but as soon as he hit the ground, like he had an agenda. Now, I don't know if he already had picked out who his victims or his victims. I guess they're I call them his victims, but victims of his. I don't know if he picked them out before he came out onto this crazy train and he decided to, jump the platform and just hit the train a going, or if it was just something that he had heard, like because he listened to a lot of lives or what. But it seems to me the people that, and this is my opinion, and this is a lot of people's opinion, the channels that go after Katie and Chris on the regular, every time, every day, you see Nick the Hat in those chats, getting the highlighted comments. You see Seth, the father of a missing child, being a mod. But they won't go into the other channels and go up on a panel. That's what I don't get. Just do it. Like you talk so much, but are you scared of Granny? Because that's who I would like to see Nick's panel. I would like to see Nick on panel with Granny. I would love that. I would pay good money for that. I think I'd pay good money for that because they are both from Pennsylvania. They're both fast talkers. My money's on Granny. Man, don't make me I'm gonna have to set this up somehow. That would be good. That would be a good debate. So let's see if he mentions anybody like in this live, or if he mentions anything that's just out of pocket. And then after we're done with this, I do have some of his beautiful, correspondence documents that were online from different things that he's done through the years, through his different shady, in my opinion, businesses. And we'll go over also the reason why he got 2 to 4 years in the big house. In the big house. Now that's a lot of time. If you guys don't mind, just taking a second, hit the like button while we're all here together. I appreciate it.
214 of the disappearance of Sebastian
We're gonna
Rogers.
put 'em up a little
Sebastian
bit.
went missing in February, on February 25th into the 26th in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and here's what we know. Sebastian Rogers is 15 years old. He turns 16 in December. And what we want is nothing more than to make this the best Sweet 16, not just for him, but for his family. And bring Sebastian Rogers home, not home to a mess of drama, but back home. And then authorities will be able to figure out what happened, right? So again, guys, it's been 214 days.
I mean, he kind of put himself in that drama. He kind of made a lot of that drama.
And there hasn't been a sighting of Sebastian. There have been a lot of leads that come in and potential sightings and stuff from Tennessee to San Diego. But again, not Sebastian.
How does he know that?
The goal is to find Sebastian Rogers. He vanished in February, not find drama.
I bet you that he does get phone calls from like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? Imagine, oh my, like seriously, guys, imagine the people that are watching a lot of the Sebastian content. I know we're all watching it, but a lot of these people could be persuaded, by this guy. And they think they're going to call and give him a credible tip instead of calling the TBI, FBI, Sumner County, Secret Service. Hell, send a carrier pigeon to somebody. I mean, that's better than giving any kind of note to our dude Nick here. It's crazy that we have this many people that, we all don't like this guy.
Drama, not rehash.
And there's people that just don't see the problem. I don't know. I don't get it.
The drama, like a lot of these not so creative creators are doing. The drama is wild. You would think that we're on the Jerry Springer show, but we're not. This is real life. That there's a real teenager missing, and there is a real family going through some really tough times, right? And it's not helping. It's not. Getting on the ground and searching is helping. Getting on the ground and searching and then chasing somebody away is deterring. Big difference.
He hasn't searched not one time. Ask him, how many times have you been to Sumner County? Oh, I would love to be able to ask him that, but he would never come on my panel for me to ask him that. He'd say, well, I'm going there. That's exactly what he said. I'd say, no, you are not. And then he'd say, well, I got threatened. Marching band was going to get me.
Right, guys? Big difference. And you don't see it that often, right? Deterrence and people that get involved to chase people away. You see it in movies, maybe like back in the civil rights days, stuff like that. But I mean, today,
you are the deterrent.
In Tennessee, to be chased away from the case. I'm not speaking about us. I'm just saying in general, everybody that gets involved, everybody that puts a foot on the ground gets doxxed, gets targeted. Let's dig on this guy and see.
He doxed Granny, Clue, I think, Queen Bee on his little TikTok, or not TikTok, I'm sorry, Twitter, the X. I'm gonna start saying X. He was doxing people left and freaking right. Like I would have never known some of the things that I now know if it wasn't for him about creators. Like, I'll give you an example. Granny's watching. I would have never known. I know her name is Jess. Everyone does, but I would have never known her last name. I would have never needed to know that. But he doxed her out. And now he's crying victim. Like, I really don't understand that. I really don't. Nick, you got to answer that for us, okay? Answer that, Nick. How can you go after her and put her information out there? And I believe something about her father as well, and that's just wrong. And you're going to come and play the victim. No, not on my best day or not.
What he has, his ulterior motives for wanting to find Sebastian Rogers. The motive is simple. There's a reward. I'm assuming that the person and people that are looking, maybe that, I'm not saying that they're doing it for the money, but again, there's a reward and Sebastian is missing. 1 + 1 = 2. Doesn't necessarily mean that the person that came to help search did something they shouldn't have done. Possible, I mean, aliens could have done it, but likely, no. Highly doubtful that a YouTuber or a streamer or a good Samaritan that wants to find a missing teen is going to throw themselves into the middle of a drama fest and get attention left and right, which makes you wonder.
Huh. Perfect. Let's go and rewind that one.
Did something they shouldn't have done. Possible, I mean, aliens could have done it, but Likely, no. Highly doubtful that a YouTuber or a streamer or a good Samaritan that wants to find a missing teen is going to throw themselves into the middle of a drama fest and get attention left and right, which makes you wonder, is this...
But that's what you did. You rallied up a team of rejects. That's putting it nicely. You did. Your team is horrible. And you got into these people's minds because some of them are gullible. You probably promised them something. And you came out here and wreaked havoc. Now, you are trying to say that these other people were all part of a team, a conspiracy, and all of that. And no, they didn't. They went on panels together, yeah. But that's YouTube.
This is a tactic by creators. Think about that for a second, because it worked, right? People are scared to search. People are scared to get involved. They don't want to deal with the doxing. They don't want to deal with the drama. They don't want to drag their wives, their daughters, their families through the mud to find a missing teen. You take the YouTube drama creator and TikToker out of the equation and you have a search for Sebastian. You add them into the equation and you have drama for Sebastian. It's not that hard to figure out and dissect who's doing what at this point. This channel's been quite consistent. It's about Sebastian Rogers. He's 15 years old. He has autism and he's missing. The drama is not missed at all, and it should stop because, I mean, at the end of the day, somebody's going to have an example set. One of the creators that wants to push it and gung-ho it to the finish line. It's expensive at the finish line. Trust us, we know. We've been there before, and we're going back again for Sebastian Rogers.
We've been there before. He accidentally put that, you know. I'll show you where his businesses have. He's tried to get the records from the police departments, like the actual officer records. And this guy's a joke.
Age 15, missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee, vanished in February. We are now in September, and we are approaching a very great month to really bolster the search. So to the bullies out there, if you want to keep going.
Well, because this is anti-cyber bullying month. I got what you were saying right there. I heard you loud and clear. You're the bully. People, the people that say they're getting bullied are indeed the ones that are bullier. They're the bulliers. Is that a word, bulliers? They're the bullies. They're the ones that are doing all of the extra shit. Someone will say their name one time in passing, and all of a sudden there's 15 lives about it. And it'll be tied into this case somehow. I mean, it's just insanity.
And keep bullying people and keep doxing and scaring people away. The warning shot was fired very loudly.
When has Queen Bee or when this video was done, right? When did any of these people, like Queen, Granny, any of those people dox anybody? Because that I didn't see.
It ricocheted apparently from panel to panel and made its rounds on the YouTube and TikTok. But now it's ricocheting and it's hitting a lot of other TikTokers and YouTubers. And it's showing a pattern where every time somebody gets involved in this specific and very unique search, it comes at a cost to their reputation. If they don't have something in their background, make way, because they'll make it up. It's YouTube. That's what we're dealing with. You're not a sex offender.
We asked for receipts. So what are you talking about?
You are today, buddy, predator. Guys,
no, I've never heard anybody make up that before.
Drop the easiest insults because they know it hits the nerve of America when you call somebody a monster against children. So they do that on people that are searching for the kids. And then you have professional PIs that are slamming other people that want to help find Sebastian Rogers. He's 15. He has autism. He vanished like a ghost. Okay. Something has to be done. When I say something, I mean people have to search for the kid and they shouldn't be bullied.
I hate when they call him the kid. I hate it. I don't know why I hate it so much, but I do. I hate it. Call him Sebastian, call him Wayne, call him Drake, call him Rogers. I don't care what you call him as long as it's his name. And it's not that. And this whole Sebastian Army thing, we need a new army. Like, really. Instead of the army, we need like the Sebastian Marines to come in.
Lead away. It's crazy. The bullying should have stopped. It should have never started. And a very interesting month is coming up to shout you bullies out loud from the rooftops all the way down to the bottom. They will hear about the bullying that happened in this case, and the people that started the rumors about we're working on a Netflix special.
Does anyone think that anyone's going to care? Nobody out in the real world that isn't on YouTube, right? They're living their life. Now, they may know of the case, Sebastian Rogers case, but they're not out there looking like they're not out on YouTube and knowing this stuff, right? They just don't. This is a YouTube thing.
But you guys did give a great angle that has nothing really to do with the young teenager, Sebastian Rogers, but more so I don't know what I can call the people that deter.
He's not really a young teenager. If you want to talk about, technically he would be a mid-aged teenager. If you want to be petty. And I'm Petty University. Nice to meet you.
Everybody from wanting to help find a missing teen, and then you have a tip jar shaking on your screen. You want tips like a gypsy, but you want to scare people off. So you're getting tips to scare off anybody that dare get involved, unless they get involved behind you and shake your tip jar. Bizarre. Grifters. They've got some nerve to call us grifters. That's what.
I think he's talking about Clue, and I don't understand that. I don't think she cares if anyone gets behind her or not.
Wild stuff. What grifter brings 50K to the party? Give me a break. If that's the case, then boy, are we missing something. I don't know. Maybe there's
You didn't bring 50K to no party. And where's the party? There's a party. You came for a party. Oh, shit. This is the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. You must be talking about a different case over here if you think this is a party, because this isn't a party over here. Okay.
Another definition for a grifter that I just don't know.
And why does he do that with his teeth? Why is he doing that? He's Nick, why are you doing that? It's not a retainer. It's like he's grinding his teeth when he talks. Like,
then boy, are we missing something. I don't know. Maybe there's another definition for a grifter that I just don't know. There. Not us. Grifters, tip jar.
Like when he gets mad.
Like gypsies. Again, guys, Sebastian Rogers went missing February 25th into the 26th, and he became a ghost in the machine. So now that the drama has slowed down and sparked back up a little bit like a rekindling forest fire, it died down a lot, and it let us see through the smoke, see through the BS.
The case never died down up until, I feel like now it's dying down. A couple days ago, no. A couple weeks ago, no. September, hell no.
And see through who we have to essentially be careful about, right? As far as misinformation.
Is it like a like, I don't want to, I'm going to say in my opinion, because I'm just going to say that. But it doesn't even matter if I say that. Is it, Nick, is it a medical thing? It's cool. I'm just wondering. I don't want to, make fun of you if it's like a medical thing. Or is it like a medication thing? Some medications, they give you like different ticks and stuff.
Information as far as spreading these wild theories. And
I'm just concerned because I grind my teeth as well. And getting fitted for a retainer for that is very expensive. And you don't want to break your teeth.
Igniting these crazy online angry mobs and inciting these random crazies from across the country to all unite together and chase away all help for Sebastian Rogers. Right? Bizarre, disgusting, distasteful, and it goes beyond bullying. It does, but you are the definition of a bully. And cool, you're a whatever 40-year-old woman on YouTube all day bullying. And
I think he's talking about Clue.
Anybody that wants to look for a missing teenager. Bizarre. Anybody that.
I've never heard her bully anybody for wanting to look for Sebastian. Now, I don't watch any Sebastian content, really, tell you the truth. I don't watch yeah, I've never heard her do that.
Bullies in a case like this, give me a break. We have to be united. We have to stand united. The story.
She did tell Betty to not come and pee on her lawn. Are you talking about that?
To be about Sebastian and Sebastian only, not the others. And you know who the others are. Everybody. If it's not Sebastian Rogers, I don't care. Nobody should, because Got to find Sebastian before you guys start your little party that you guys have been partying like you're at a bar for the past 7 months, like it's a tailgate. This isn't a damn tailgate. It's a missing teen case. People that are flying in and acting like, I'm going to go search today, and then I'm going to fly out and come back next week, and then I'm going to show a video of a crooked. Guys, it's a missing teenager. Stop making games of it. You look like an idiot. And
is he talking about barbecue lady? Because wasn't she part of the group that came out for the bike rally? And she flew in and then she flew back out.
At me.
And that was for Seth.
All you want. I welcome the trolls. I welcome the controversy. But when you guys start attacking people.
Stop calling people trolls that have a difference of a freaking opinion than you. Okay. Or if they don't like you. Just because someone doesn't like you, that doesn't mean they're a troll. I'm not a troll. Now, I might try to troll you sometimes on Twitter, but I'm not a troll. And you would say that I was a troll because I just don't like you. But if I had seen your personality, if I had watched the Danilo Cavalcante like stuff and would have saw, I would have screamed when I heard your name probably coming into this.
People that don't have a platform. It's not cool at all because they can't defend themselves. They're dealing with a bunch of online.
Is he? Because the way he's saying stuff, let me rewind it back.
This isn't a damn tailgate. It's a missing teen case. People that are flying in and acting like, I'm going to go search today, and then I'm going to fly out and come back next week, and then I'm going to.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right about that. SF, yeah. Because he said fly back and fly back in. So, okay. I only heard the fly in and then fly out. I didn't hear the fly back next week.
I'm going to show a video of a crooked. Guys, it's a missing teenager. Stop making games of it. You look like an idiot.
And he's not. I mean, that's what he can do. He has the money and the resources, not Nick, SF does. And the capabilities to do these things like that, to go and search for multiple missing people. What's wrong with that? It's more than what you've done. I mean, I can't, it's like apples to oranges. You can't even compare these two. I mean, it's like oppositeville over here. If you were to tell me who is SF's complete opposite, I say Nick the Hat. Nick Hat's fits. Damn, I'll get it right. I want to get it right.
And come at me all you want. I welcome the trolls. I welcome the controversy. But when you guys start attacking people that don't have a platform, it's not cool at all because they can't defend themselves. They're dealing with a bunch of online sleuths that get together, unite the crazies, and they all start calling your work, whether you're a teacher, whether you are a construction worker, whether you are a gardener, whether you're a nun. They're coming for you. Whether you work for Mother Teresa or Lucifer, they don't care. They're coming. They'll get you because it's one and the same with them. That's what we're seeing. It's good versus evil. But at the end of the day, we just want Sebastian Rogers back home, alive. Not much to ask for when you guys have been stirring all this drama for the past 7 months. Use your platforms a little bit wiser. Get the attention where it has to go. And it's Sebastian. That's where the attention should have been from the beginning. It started with him, and then it quickly morphed into the weirdest snowball of mumbo jumbo. The best way to explain this case is you got to the restaurant, you ordered a salad, and you sat down. Your salad comes out, and you find a cockroach in the salad. And I'm stealing this from my buddy Jose Baez. You find a cockroach in that salad. You're not going to eat around the cockroach. You're going to send it back, right? So that's what we're asking you to do in the case of Sebastian Rogers. Don't pick around the cockroaches. Don't eat around the cockroaches. Don't try to put your fork around the cockroaches. Send the whole damn meal back. Send it back to the kitchen. Tell them what the hell is this. And if they serve you up another cockroach, you leave. You don't sit down. Again, it's not that crazy. You get a cockroach in the meal. You send that meal back. You tell them to keep it. Make you a new one. See if it comes out any better. And if it doesn't, you part ways, right, guys? If the channel is going to start on somebody else that just announce that they're out there looking, leave the channel. Give them a thumbs down. And if you're the host of that, stop. What are you doing? There's a kid missing. This is not a tailgate at a football game. This isn't. This is a serious situation that apparently has turned into the Jerry Springer meets Maury show. And it's off the rails, beyond off the rails.
Oh, the Maury show. That's a good way to put it. Because I know of somebody that's a great, mediocre, semi-decent hostess on the platform, and they host. That's what they do. They host.
Again, cockroaches are in the salad, and it's time to send that salad back. You send it as fast as it came to you. Send it.
I'm sorry, but the cockroaches are all up in the salad. That you shouldn't have even stepped foot up in that restaurant to begin with, right? I'm sorry, but that's a bad analogy.
Back to the same
Jose Baez.
place it came. You send that meal back and you ask them, the hell's up with this cockroach in here? And when they explain, if they can explain a cockroach in your meal and you eat it still, they're that good. You know, it's wild. But I don't think that they're that good, guys. I think that they are very we're overestimating how good they are. And it's horrible to use the word good when you're dealing with evil. And that's what that kind of stuff is, right? When you bully people that can't defend themselves, you're evil. And then when you meet your match and then you go running and you tell everybody that now you're threatened because somebody else with a platform came out and said, what are you doing? Now,
hey, Nick, come on up, bud. I would love that. I'd love that for us. You know, have a little conversation. You won't talk to somebody like me. You won't, because I'd ask you questions. And I'd ask you really good questions too. But your answers wouldn't be very good.
You're running and you're scared. Come on. You had no problem running your mouth for 7 months. But when you get asked a simple question, like, I'll leave it at that. At the end of the day, it's not.
If you get asked a simple question like, hey, why haven't you searched for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, Nick, and crew that live in connecting states? Okay.
Not like there's no threats and there's no such thing as a threat with a lawsuit. It's not a threat. You're going to get sued. If it's a bogus lawsuit, you sue them back. Welcome to.
Yeah, that lawsuit. Has a judge checked out that injunction yet? Has anyone heard? Because I'm pretty sure that nobody's checked out that injunction yet. And I'm pretty sure whatever judge does look at that injunction and he sees all the news clippings clipped to it that has absolutely nothing to do with what they're arguing, they're just going to throw it out and say, is this somebody that's on rugs? Did somebody on rugs write this? I mean, that's really, I mean, it's bad. I hope your lawyer didn't write that. I surely hope you didn't pay for someone to write that. Because if you paid someone to write that, call me. Call me. I can write a, 15-page fake paper. Did it for 4 years of college. Just kidding. I didn't. But I was a procrastinator. But I got really good grades. I had really, really good grades.
So the legal system, that's how it works, right, guys? You get sued, you have to answer to it. You don't, it's on them. They'll answer to it because their channels will be suspended. That's why they're definitely going to answer. They're not going to just ignore it, especially when YouTube closes their account because they're waiting for an answer. The easy way out would.
They haven't responded. I mean, I don't know about barbecue has, I think. But yeah, I don't think Granny's really responded. So you're not really getting the response and the reaction I think that you wanted. And your claims are really bad. They're bogus.
Would be they don't answer. That would be amazing if they just say, oh, we never got this, and then their account is frozen and they gotta respond to get back in. Then we know they got served, right, guys? So again, don't follow the lead set by the people that are currently being barbecued in front of you. Literally, the trolls that are being cooked for the crimes that we allege that they have committed. And there are a lot when you guys make these crazy allegations and then you incite people to get together and then you circumvent stuff. And YouTube is not an airtight ship by any means of the definition airtight. Far from it. A lot of the moderators that work at these channels, you really think we don't talk to them a lot? Guys, use your common sense. It's not that crazy.
Ladybug Mary Beth, you talking to Nick the Hat? If you are, tell him I'm looking for him.
Do. Common sense suggests that your circles are.
My mods wouldn't do me dirty like that, biatch. But I know somebody that would. I know somebody that's had a lot of moderators that could come tell you some stuff.
Not very airtight. That information gets out when you guys share documents with each other.
Is he talking about his co-plaintiffs or whatever they're called? Like the plaintiffs in this case? Is he talking about them, or is he? I think he's talking about the wrong people all the time.
Always gets to us. It does, which is how we're kind of, I want to say, 2 steps ahead of the trolls.
You're
luckily.
never.
So again, if you see something, say something. Sebastian Rogers went missing February 25th into the 26th. He's 15 years old. He turns 16 this December. Let's make it a sweet 16. Let's bring him home to his family where he belongs. He does not need to be out wherever he is. Guys, the kid vanished without a trace. Again, if you see something,
go look for him. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Go look for him. Seeking information, look, $125,000 reward. It won't let me click on it though. Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to. Sebastian's disappearance. Oh, listen, look, this is what I was reading earlier that I thought was kind of funny the way they worded it. The FBI has announced a $50K reward for information leading to Sebastian's return or the conviction of those responsible for his disappearance. At Night announced an independent reward, making the total now $125,000. That's not what it was, but that was part of what was that I was going to show you. But they worded something to where it seemed like they were giving out money, and then the FBI was giving out money. Like they put themselves on top. Now, at Night, okay, so Nick has said that he has 25,000 that is putting in there, right? He said it. Dog the Bounty Hunter has said it, and then he's raised it to 75,000. So I don't know where they're getting their math out. I really don't. But we've had multiple people say they're going to give this amount, and we haven't seen any money. Like this should be going into like some sort of fund, you would think, to where like it could be shown. Like, hey, this is the money, and if you give it a time limit, Get in touch with Nick. If you want to do that, you can connect with Nick, submit information, subscribe to text alerts. I'm good on that. Subscribe to emails. And it says, are you ready to vote? No, I'm not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. And you can subscribe to him here if you would want to. That's if you'd want to. So a lot of people were not sure if At Night was connected to Nick. And we all, I think we all know it. It is. So I had to find some documents from him. And this is one. It says Nick, Director of Open Records Strategy and Chief Content Officer. I wonder if he just makes up like jobs, like just like he'll not buy you don't buy, well, you don't really buy a company. You don't, it's not that much. He gets a company and then he just puts in like different employees, like name titles. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start calling me the CFO, CEO. Oh, I own it. What I mean, other than the boss, I own a company. I'm a cool name. Chief Commanding Officer. Maybe I'll steal it. I'll steal it. So it just says here that they are notifying that they are going to be changing their address from the One World Trade Center, 85th floor. Now, I saw recently where I had seen that they were going to change it recently, and it was One World Trade Center still. So I'm not sure, but this is from February 16th, 2024. And he's in some sort of filing with the courts back in February 16th, 10 days before Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers went missing. At Night Media and Nick versus Pennsylvania State Police. Oh yeah, this is big. Oh yeah, this is when they're okay. Yeah, he tried to obtain documents from the state police. He wanted their officer documents, and they were not going to give them to him. And he tried to go under At Night Media to obtain these documents. Not very smart. And they said no. They said no to him. I do have that too, I believe. Where they said no. Is it this one? Yeah. Final determination. But they wanted personnel log, text communications, Longwood Garden representatives, email communications, all this and that. And they were like, no, pretty much. They, at the bottom, I was going to go to the bottom to read it to you. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, the appeal is denied in part and dismissed as moot in part, and the department is not required to take any further action. This final determination is binding on all parties. Within 30 days of the mailing date of this final determination, any party may appeal to the Chester County Court of Common Pleas, and he did. He did. but it was under, let me see if this is the same one. No, so this is for this company. Okay. So this is for the at night. Sorry, I was getting confused for a minute because I got so many tabs open. I wanted to show you this one. So he has this here at night, which we've looked this up before. Pennsylvania formed in. Let me get my notes up because I had this all like wrote down, so it'd be like a little less confusing. So yeah, just try to keep up with me because I'm not sure. I want to see if you guys know what the difference is and I own a business and I'm gonna have to look into it because I'm not sure. But if you guys know in the chat, let me know. Or if you know in replay, let me know. So Nick owns at night / One World Corp. You know, the website we've been on. This right here. So I wanted to go to One World Corp. Okay. So then you go to One World Media to get to the One World Corp. And it's a foreign limited liability. Let me see. Maybe I did this one wrong. Maybe that's why. Let me go back one because I feel like this one should be. No, that would be right. No, that's right. I'm right. Okay. I've been looking at these too long tonight, guys. Sorry. So One World Media and At Night are like, I don't know. They're two different companies. And one of them is a domestic limited liability company. And then the second one, the One World Media, is a foreign limited liability company. Now, foreign limited liability, I did figure that out. That's when, let's say I do, I live in Ohio, here in Ohio, but I do all my business in Pennsylvania. It would be like that. That's what a foreign limited liability would be. Thank you, Southern-ish. Welcome in. These people are all talk and be so confused. Can I be the chief of operations and media surveillance? You can, and you are. Yes. Everybody's got a job with me. Could you imagine if that'd be an army? Now that would be a Marines. I'm just going to start saying that instead of the army now. Basically like shell companies. Yeah, Bobby, that's what it seems like to me too. Okay. Because we've got another one. Like what? So it's like he owned another company, you say? I do say. So right here, it was called Original Media Group. He's and this one, he's the president, chief content officer, and editor-in-chief. So then he can go and put this on his resume and pretend like he really was. It's cute in a way, you know. If he thinks he can, he thinks he can, you know, and he can't. You can't do that. But I looked them up as well, and they are it's this one up here, the Pennsylvania one. They're a domestic nonprofit corporation. They're a different one too. So it's weird. It's weird. Okay. So At Night is a domestic limited liability company. Then you've got One World Media, One World Corp. And they are a foreign limited liability company. Then you got Original Media, the one we just found, you know, that is like an older company, but he still has it. And it's a domestic nonprofit corporation. I'm like, my head is spinning. Right? Play nice. That exactly. It only that's what I was gonna say. It costs nothing to get a company, y'all. I think it actually literally cost me 125. I want to say. Like I want to say it was like 100 for the business license, and then for like my vendor license, so I could buy from vendors and resell, was like $25 or something like that. Like it's not a lot. They're both foreign and domestic. Yeah. You're right. Nick has Home has One World. So they are oh. You don't think they're not nonprofit is his? Let's see. Okay. If it's Original Media Group, let's look it up. Let's put group in there. It would be this one, the one that I was saying. As far as I know, it's active. Did we put in corporation? I don't know if it'll pull up if I do. Oh, yeah, it's still the same one. And then this is from January 14th, 2021. And this is where they say, no, the right to know it law. That's what he comes back and he tries to say. This is his brief. Okay, so you know how I just read that paper to you and it said you had 30 days to respond if you wanted to respond. He responded with 56 pages talking about Bill Cosby. I mean, he was talking about Cosby. He was talking about everything. Like, I didn't get through all these pages, obviously, but I was reading through some of it and it was just kind of like, what? He's just been in a lot of sticky situations. That's all. I mean, really, he's been in a ton of sticky situations. Yeah, and where's Hong? Get up here, Hong. I'll talk to you. Do you think that they're putting, like, I don't know. That crazy bee, that's a good question. I wonder if that's like I wonder if they even look into that. Like, I wonder like if when I got my business license, if they did background check. I can't remember. Because I would have just been like, yeah, sure, do it, you know? At the Roundhead World Championship. He does have a little round head, doesn't he? I called him trustworthy and I got in trouble for that, so. And I didn't say he was. I just said he looked like he was trustworthy or something like that. He looks like he could be trustworthy. And everyone was like, cancel her. Cancel her. What are you doing, me? Are you sleeping? Are you dreaming? Hey. It's every night, isn't it? Hey, Mia. Are you okay? There she is. There she is. She's okay. All right. She's just back there dreaming. And then she makes these little noises. I'm like, are you cool? You know, because you never know. One of these days they'll need me. Their point, yeah, Joe Madra is right. Their point is to confuse, make your head spin, frustrate, and hope everyone stops showing facts from people's mouths. He's an operative. He is an operative. He should put that on his resume. What's she doing back here? This is why we can't have nice things. Feisty Nana, that's a great question. I would love to know. Yeah. Oh, hi, Mia. Hi, Riot. Ladybug said hi. She's rubbing her eyes. She's cute. She's looking cute. I think that Nick is inserting himself to, I guess, obviously to get some recognition. But it's like, what happened to make it like this case right now? He gets a hold of dog. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know how I like to know how people think. Like, what is making this thing tick up there, you know? I mean, one jiggles in her dreams. That's so funny, Dawn. My cat sleeps, but he doesn't he doesn't snore, but that'd be really cute if he did. Oh yeah. Play nice. I heard something about that. It is all about money. It really is. It truly is. Was there anything else I was going to show you? I mean, I was going to show you this. Let's see how. Okay, we're going to call him just Nick the Hat in this. But this is the Daily Times. You can look this up on any different, this is not, you can look this up anywhere. They have it on People. They have it in like different, places have this article. It's not like this was like, they lied about me, like one of those things. This was no. So can't say any of that. Now, I may be the next target for doing this live, you never know. But if I am, my email is titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com. I don't check it ever. I'm really bad about that. But that's what it is. That's all I got. That's all I've got. And don't mess with us over here. Wow. Looks be crazy. Look, he has different sunglasses on. So instead of listening, I'll read it to you guys. Listening to it probably sounds like a robot. Let me hear this.
Nick the Hat gets 2 to 4 years in jail.
Yeah, I feel like that's too robotic. It says the former editor-in-chief of online news sites Your Content was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in a state prison Wednesday for creating a fake racist email that he attributed to a Delaware County adult probation and parole supervisor in a debunked 2019 story. Look at him smiling. Can you imagine? You got caught for faking emails saying that you were a parole and probation officer, and not just faking emails, racist emails. You were making them bad. You were making them real bad. Thank you so much, Angie, for joining a membership. Thank you. Oh, imaginary enterprise. I thought you said like I can't for a minute. I was gonna say, oh, what do you mean you can't? I can, yeah, I can too. I'm gonna get this at least right once. Let me see. Nicholas Hasty-Stafew, also known as Nick the Hat 28, was convicted last month on 2 counts of forgery and identity theft, 3 counts of unsworn falsification to authorities, and 1 count of tampering with public records or information following a jury trial before Court of Common Pleas Judge John Capuzzi? Capuzzi. I don't know. That's an Italian name if I've heard it. Sounds like my brother has a very Italian last name. We're half brother and sister, so it sounds like that kind of. A second trial for allegedly possessing a taser device given to him by a Chester police officer, Donald Jackson, is set for January 18th. Jackson is scheduled for trial December 13th. So he brought down poor officer Donald Jackson. You know what I mean? He slipped up, but he brought him. I mean, he went down with Nick. The case against Nick began May 25th, 2019. So this does fall in our five years, that we're looking into. When YC News posted a story with an image of a purported 2015 email that included racist language. Portions of the email, such as copied email addresses, had been redacted, but the image still included a signature line for probation and parole supervisor, Jeff Rooney. Can you imagine being Jeff? No, you don't write that email? Oh, wow. Woo-wee. Good morning. The email begins. You don't have to worry about your job security, ... rolling on the effing floor, ... So long as there is a N in our county, you will have a full slate. Just make sure he registers as a redacted before applying. They're extremely strict about that. Can't have a bunch of gang, loving redacted in here. That was hard to read. And let alone be hard. I couldn't imagine writing that and thinking that's okay. Like, I mean, it's not even you. Like, stand on it. If that's you, stand on it. That's you. That's you, Nick. That's you. I don't care if you were writing in the words of, or in the, from someone else's point of view. That person didn't say those things and didn't think those things. You thought those things, you said those things, and you wrote those things down and you sent those out. You licked that stamp, you licked the envelope, and you sent it. I mean, the publication of the bogus email caused a furor of local government and prompted a news conference on the county courthouse steps by elected officials demanding an investigation. The accompanying story claimed the email came to light as part of a request under the state's right to know law to inspect electronic communications between all Delaware County law enforcement agencies. Then later said the information came from a news tip that the email had been sent between several county officials and a current department supervisor, where they accidentally carbon copied a probationer. Delaware County detectives Edmund Pisani and Christopher Tanklewitz testified that a search of the county servers revealed no such email had ever been sent. However, and a MacBook and an iPhone found in Nick the Hat's vehicle as part of a search warrant served in June 2019 contained the evidence of him creating the document in question shortly before it was posted online. So they go to their main server, like, okay, so big companies, they have a big server room. They went to their server box. They went in, they looked in that server, in that hard drive or whatever it is, or, motherboard or whatever you call it, just whatever. I don't know those things, but they looked in that and they saw this didn't originate here. This email didn't come from his computer. It didn't originate here, but they are searching Nick the Hat's car in 2019 as part of a search warrant for something. They don't say it's for this. And they end up finding a MacBook and an iPhone that has the documents and how he did it on there. So you're not very sneaky. You're just like every other criminal. Really. During their search of Nick's home, Pisani said investigators came across a printout of a 2016 email from Rooney used as the template. Ooh. Nick the Hat was on probation at the time for harassing his neighbors by repeatedly sending prostitutes to their door through an escort service, then calling the police on them. That's dirty. He's so dirty. That's so dirty. What? So this guy, oh my God. Okay. His neighbors, oh my gosh. And he lived with mom and dad probably. These were probably his parents' neighbors. They probably weren't even his neighbors really in reality. I'm just saying. I'm just going to say that, right? I'm just going to say just like Betty, just saying. But he would call up. What numbers is he calling to get the prostitutes from? How's he know? How does he know? How does he know where to call? Because I wouldn't know who to call. 911. Hey, how do I get a prostitute? Like, I wouldn't know. Is it like 411 or is it like 611? You dial this number and you get them. But he would send them to the neighbor's house and then call the police saying there's prostitutes next door. That's so damn dirty. Oh my gosh. Pisani said Nick used the same racially charged language in that earlier case, stating, "I like to watch ends get locked up and more ends are going to get in trouble." Oh yeah, you better stand on that. The Tanklewitz or whatever the other detective said he found the original 2016 email from Rooney describing Nick as unstable and apparently unable to comply with the terms of his probation. And that had been scanned into the phone using an application and was put into Dropbox. The document accessed on the MacBook and downloaded, then manipulated using photo editing websites to wipe the original text and replace it with the racist remarks. Nick also used phony email accounts to pose as New York Times reporter Liam Stack and ABC producer Stephanie Walsh in emails to the district attorney's public relations office in April 2019. So we know he's a liar. He's a liar and he's a fraud. I mean, that's just what the paperwork's saying. I'm sorry. Stack and Walsh testified that they sent no such emails, and Walsh said in a victim impact statement read into the record by Senior Deputy Attorney General Kelly Shikula, I can't say that last name, Wednesday, that Nick traded on a name she had spent 14 years building as a reputable and cost her money or time and money in preparing for trial. What? Traded on a name that she had spent 14 years building. I don't know what that means. Defense attorney Norm Pattis told Capuzzi Wednesday that his client would appeal and that he did not intend to re-argue the case, but maintained that Nick is a journalist and is protecting a source that allowed him to view the actual email and copy it into his notebook. Oh, give me a break. Nobody did that. While Nick did use the email template, Pattis said he did so in a way that he did not think anyone would reasonably conclude Rooney was the author. I did it, but I didn't think that nobody would think. I didn't think that people would think it was the guy that I said it was. I just signed his name. That's all. Sekula said this claim was absolutely ridiculous given the wealth of evidence that Delaware County investigators have compiled showing Nick the Hat created the email on his computer the day the story ran, as well as text with other reporters in which Nick allegedly said they should investigate the whole of adult probation and parole, beginning with Rooney. And he's on probation parole. He was on this too when this happened. Sekula added that even after investigators had the name of the alleged sender, they still were unable to find any record of any such email being sent, and that the people supposedly copied on the email all denied ever having seen it. No county employee sent that email, period, she said. It's a complete and utter fabrication. Sekula said that even now, Nick the Hat continues to quadruple down on the idea that he is in the right despite failing to provide even a shred of credible evidence supporting his claim, and that he does not care about the consequences of his actions. She said it, that he does not care about the consequences of his actions. Conduct like this undermines county confidence in the judicial system, in the media, and undermines the ability to root out racism where it actually exists, she said. Mic drop. Interim Director of Adult Probation and Parole, Danielle Hibbard, said the story was an unfair depiction of the men and women who work in the department, many of whom were present for sentencing, and tried to make an already difficult job that much harder by showing distrust or sowing distrust. Shame on you for what you did, she said. Shame on you for calling yourself a journalist, where a true journalist has a responsibility to report facts and truths. Boom. I like that. Rooney also gave a victim impact statement and said he believed he had helped Nick mature during his probationary period. He said Nick actually thanked him and said there should be more people like him in the justice system. Says all the kind things to you, and then is doing this in the background, writing racial emails. He appeared to change. But when he saw the email, Rooney said it blew his mind that he was being associated with racism after working 14 years to establish a reputation as a trustworthy and fair person, regardless of race or gender. I am not a racist, he said. Employees of adult probation and parole are not racist. In fact, your racist statements from your prior conviction have proven that you are the only racist person currently in this courtroom. Oh, so I guess there was one before this I missed. Oh, okay. Rooney said there was talk around the office and courthouse because of the telltale signature line on the phony email, and he was questioned by detectives. He did not know how his family would take it, whether he would lose his job or his safety was in jeopardy, he said. And that's so true. That is so true. The things that he was saying, those N-words, those slurs, I mean, he could have walked out of his office and been shot dead. He could have went home and his wife could have booted his ass out the door. Do you know that? He could have lost his family. He could have, that's crazy, you know? It says Rooney said he still does not know why Nick the Hat singled him out, but he considers him a con man interested only in his own agenda. Rodney added that he thinks Nick the Hat does deserve jail time, but that was a secondary to his reputation as a journalist being forever tarnished. The most important thing to come to me from this entire ordeal is that as a result of your conviction, you have been proven to be a liar, a coward, and branded as a fake journalist with not one single ounce of credibility. I can stand here totally satisfied knowing that anything you write, publish, or report on in the future will be laughed at. And here we are. Capuzzi said sentencing is usually the hardest part of his job, but Nick the Hat had made it easy. He pointed to the other instances of racism displayed by the defendant, including an incident where he called 911 to falsely report that an officer had used the N-word over a police radio. What's up with all the racism stuff? My goodness. So the racism the racism in this room sits right there at the table, Capuzzi said, pointing at Nick the Hat. You try to direct your racism from your heart to the probation department and to Mr. Rooney in particular. Capuzzi indicated he was sentencing in the aggravated range because he found Nick the Hat's conduct was malicious, cold-hearted, and designed to degrade Rooney, his office, and the county, which expended a great deal of money and other resources due to Nick's actions. The YC News website URL for the story is now listed as a 451 unavailable for legal reasons, which it explains is a specific status code for a source which cannot be served for legal reasons, such as a web page censored by a government, which I think they just took his page down because he wasn't a real journalist and he was trying to be. The change came following Nick the Hat's conviction, but a note from YC News on the page claims the email was sent by a high-ranking official with the county's prison and or adult probation department and reference a November 2019 Philadelphia Inquirer story that found former Delaware County Prison Superintendent John Riley used the N-word to describe Black corrections officers. So he's trying to use his page, his little news page to say, but look, don't look over here at me. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He said it too. I love it when they do that. It's almost like saying, I'm not racist. I have a Black friend. The only publication refers to Nick as the first journalist charged and convicted in America while acting under the scope of his employment as an international news correspondent. I'll read that again. The online publication refers to Nick the Hat as the first journalist charged and convicted in America while acting under the scope of his employment as an international news correspondent. Just like what I said, he put himself under his business as a world famous news journalist because he owns the business and he can make the title. It also it also apologizes to Rooney and clarifies he was not the sender of the email. The note claims YC News used his email as a template for the reproduction of the alleged racist email shown to Nick the Hat by unidentified sources. In addition to prison time, Nick the Hat was ordered to serve 3 years of consecutive probation, pay for the cost of prosecution, and have no direct or indirect contact with the probation office. He is not eligible for early release, and Capuzzi indicated that there would also be a restitution hearing in the future. Oh, and that's why maybe he needs some money. You're about to be sued in civil court for all this stuff that you've done. I bet you they're waiting for you to get a little bit of money. Because when you don't got a pot to piss in, you don't sue somebody. When they don't have a pot to piss in. My lawyer had to tell me that, break that down to me real one time. Like, he has no money, he has no assets. If you go after him and try to sue him, he'll file bankruptcy, and that's the end of that. Like, pretty much. So, you just got to be patient, I guess, and wait. And that's what Nick's doing. And Nick's trying to get the payday now. Wow. I mean, because he's going to need a lot more money than what Dog's got, though. I mean, I don't know. Dog's got, he's worth what, 6 million or something? We said. Oh yeah, I forgot about that hindsight. He does owe 4 million on the lawsuit he lost. Oh my, can you imagine? You know, he doesn't care because he doesn't think he's ever going to pay that. But if someone said I owe 4 million, Vincent would have a heart attack if I said that to him. Like, if I said, Vincent, I'm in trouble, I owe millions, he would pass out. I think either a movie deal or a Netflix kind of deal they're trying to do. They're trying to serve up something. And I think that they're getting all of these YouTube creators in on it because they're like filling their heads with all these things like, we're going to be like, you know, we're going to be on Netflix and this is going to be on Netflix. You just got to be a little like, just push it a little more, do it a little like, because I mean, people are doing a lot, you know. Clearly he don't care. No, he doesn't. He doesn't care. We just got to, maybe we needed to petition these places. Maybe that's what we need to do. Like, what the heck? I have my hair sitting there. Okay. Let me write that down. Maybe we need to write Hulu, Netflix, not like they really care about us, you know, like in our opinion, because it's money, but they may if we have enough, and say, if you pick up this deal with Dog, Nick, and like send them everything send them this tape right here and be like, hey, we're not going to watch the crap, but you know what I mean? You shouldn't do it because, yeah, play nice. Yeah, it's the injunction. Yeah. And that's why I came out tonight. Because I was looking at stuff. I wasn't even going to cover anything like this tonight. I think that was actually all I had for you. Yeah, I was actually going to cover Delphi. And I do want to cover that tomorrow. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on. I need to get caught up. But that case is like, what the hell? So if you're into the Delphi case, we'll be talking about that tomorrow. But I saw that he had posted that, like, we're still working, we're still doing the most, and it just lit a fire under me. And I was like, let me just see what he's up to, you know, because I mean, he's insisted on seeing what Granny's up to and what Barbecue Lady's up to and what Queen Bee's up to and what Clue's up to. And I'm sure I'll be the next one, but I'm a public figure, so it doesn't take very long to figure out who I am. I'm not a public figure. I mean, I own a store. That's what I mean when I say public figure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the face of my brand or my store. So I need to get someone to work for me though, so I can be the face of it. I need a model. No, this is over on TitaniumBuilt. I was going to put it over there and I accidentally put it on the wrong one. Lisnick is his lawyer, and I saw that the retainer fee, they said pro bono. We read that on the injunction. So was he the one that found him? I know that there were skeletal remains found, but I didn't know that he was the one that actually found them. Yeah, play nice. Yep. Yeah, I'm the same. It's the same person. Cash, I'm the same person. If you're talking about me. Unfiltered with Tanya TitaniumBuilt. We're all the same. I wanted to do a live on my other channel today, but the whole dentist thing, you know. I'm actually like on the screen tonight too. Like a lot of time I'm not on the screen on my Unfiltered, so. Oh yeah, play nice. Yeah, Lisniak, yeah, he was his lawyer. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that he was. Yep. He's been writing up these documents for him for a while. And he condones it. And he doesn't post anything else on his Twitter, like that Lesniak guy. Just stuff about at night and like Nick. And it's just like, to me, it's all weird. It's all weird to me. I don't know. I was like, what is back there? But it's a blanket. I'm like, what is on my shoulder? I think that's when it was, the ones that were found yesterday. Oh, Southernish, thank you for the 999 super sticker. It says, I want to know where dog is. Nick is an asshat, but I didn't expect this from dog. Yeah. Do you know if each person donated $1 that is against this mess, how much money there would be? I know. Oh yeah. That would be amazing. You know what I mean? Like put that on some billboards. Oh, CJ, I saw that and uh that's kind of, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I think it's really weird. I think it's weird that CJ was out there, and then he got threatened, then he left, and then he went out there again, and his serpentine belt got taken off his car, and then he left again, and now he's going back. I don't know. I'm so confused. The Bud Light boycott was effective. Just saying. Yeah, remember that Bud Light. Oh, but like it's like Bud Light. I don't know. Like we weren't ready. I guess. Like as a people. Hey, Jamie. I don't drink, so I didn't partake in the boycott, but I used to drink Bud Light. They asked me today if I drank, and I was like, nope, I sure don't. Sure don't. Sweet one, you're right. Yeah. See, my lawyer, I like him. We talk, we hang out, we come up with things together. You know, like I don't know. We work together when things are like I don't know. I'm not. It's not like me being in trouble. I had to go through a lot with my car accident. The state picked it up and charged the person that was driving with 4 counts. I'm sorry, 4 counts of felony vehicular assault. And I mean, it was literally out of my hands. So, yeah. See, Trey, yeah, that one I'm surprised. You don't get any trick-or-treaters? Me either. We don't get them here. Just because, like, we live in, like I don't know, we could do it, but we live in apartments where, like, the doors there's, like, 4 units. Yeah, 4 units. I don't think there. And, I think it's, like, they don't maybe people don't wanna, like don't know if they, like, want them to come. I don't know, but they do a, trick or trunk or whatever it's called, and, like, all the families, they decorate their vehicles. I don't it's really cool. And they'll decorate their vehicles and they'll have like their little ones all decorated. People go up to like the clubhouse and hand out candy and stuff. So maybe I should do that this year. I should actually. I should do that. That would be something nice to do. I miss the trick or treaters too. Oh. Oh, well, good morning. Mia, you're so pretty. Not as cute as your sister, though. Oh my gosh. I say that all the time. She's like, why do you say that to me? Mia's the cutest dog. The trick or trunk at your church? Yeah, you bring your car. Yeah. And they like decorate the cars. There was this guy. This Indian man, he must have been Aladdin. He made his van into the whole thing. Like it was like the castle was like the inside, the outside. Then they had a carpet. They sat down and it looked like very like, I don't know, like kind of like the carpet on there, like on the movie. It was so cool. I was like, sir, can you do this to my car? I would drive it around like that all the time. I mean, like I wanted to go in there and check it out. It was really cool. And you know, it makes the kids like happy. That would make me so happy if I was a kid and my dad did that for me, you know? So it's those little things. But I'm going to jump off here. We did 2 hours. We're going to do Delphi tomorrow. I'm so curious. There's just so much going on. There's not like so much to where we can't all get in with like, you know, alive, but, they tested the hair. I think we all know, and that was in Libby's hand. And it was Kelsey's, her sister's, as I said, that's who I thought it was. No, Richard Allen's DNA wasn't at the crime scene, but they're not saying anybody else's was there either. So that to me doesn't really equal anything. You know, I mean, if his isn't there and no one else's is either, then that's still kind of up in the air, but we should go through all of them. I don't have any cotton ones. I have a couple like shackets, but I don't have any cotton. I do. I think it's a cotton. I think it's a cotton polyester blend. It's really soft though. And it's on my site. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of it. They're all girls' names, and I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But it's a purple shawl, and it's, I think, one size fits most, which will go up to like, I would say an extra large for sure. 1X, extra large 1X would be able to fit it. I'm trying to think. It's purple. It's very like a mauve color. It's very pretty. I've worn it, so I'll wear it again. And I'm gonna actually, let me put that down, because I was like, Tanya, you got to order something. So I'm gonna order some stuff like this weekend. I'm gonna try to get some like at least a couple orders in. I do have new earrings, gold earrings. I just need to put them on the display, take pictures of them, and put them online. So I do have some purple earrings too. They're cute. They're like little studs. So make sure you check them out. But thank you guys for being here. My store is Poppy and Ari. If you don't know, it's a little boutique that I run online, and I get from vendors. I look and search and see what I can see. And then I get from vendors, and then I have them for you guys. And everything that you get is steamed and pressed and ready to go, and all the good stuff. So thank you. And thank you, Private. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll probably do a day live since we didn't get to do that today on the second channel. Come air your grievances over at Unfiltered with Tanya. And then we'll do Delphi tomorrow night on this channel. I think that sounds pretty good. Pretty good. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful Wednesday, hump day, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye, guys.